evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go, set, 90, Wolf. 22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber, get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's able to find Wallace. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Denver.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's get that ball again. Let's get that ball right here.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey, and he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Lindsey, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Three down. Watch 32.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Seahawks nothing.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Tight dog. 95.
Now Wilson. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line. Clock now on 1st down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's coming to double up. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Here we go. Here we go.
Hey, exit.
53. Check. 53.
Go.
53's the mic.
Ready?
After the turnover, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So not quite out of danger just yet. Still backed up a bit, but only need a few inches here on 2nd down. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Lindsey. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check your hot read.
Look at me. Zipper.
Come to me, it's me.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
54. Mike, 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Now.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Carson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Like that. Record.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. He's got a man, that's Keenan Allen. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Back. Switch. Whip.
You're out. 22 jet bombers. Hit it.
Now Locke. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Tate. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Check 99.
This is Carson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Man left. Even. 4 down. Even.
To throw is Wilson. To throw on 3rd down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Wilson. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
March 43. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it's going to be 2nd down.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
43 for Mike.
That's what I do.
Mike's 43.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash, this from 37. Myers' kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. 20! And all the way home for a Broncos score. DJ Chark, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gassed,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. On 2nd and 9. Lock under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Push him back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Ready. 70, Indy. Quickstone, Travis.
On first down, Lindsey. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run with Muhammad. And some space here. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. It's a give to Freeman running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now to the air. Lock. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Here's Locke to throw. He'll get this to Philip Lindsay, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And McManus able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Touch Missy. Run left, run left. Run left, run left.
43 to Mike.
Here's Wilson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
43 to Mike. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Fair.
Mike 43. Mike's 43.
Alert.
Kill. Check nickel.
Four down.
Alert 3. Check. Cross.
40. Good touch.
Back to throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Wilson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Check.
43 to Mike.
Down to lose one. Shit.
14.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Gotta go, in and out.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go, 14. Got.
43 to Mike. Check.
Watch safety creep.
One left.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Seahawks 21-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Denver, their good start continues as they get their record up.